Hey everyone, it's Miss Young. I honestly cannot believe that it's December already and time for me to make a closing semester video. But I'm in the last couple days of my Residency 1 here at Big Elm Elementary, and it's a very bittersweet moment for me because I am done with the semester already, but I do not want to leave these kids for a whole break. But it's been a great ride so far, and I wanted to take the time to use this video to give a little bit of a fall recap about how my semester went student teaching, as well as to provide some insight on what Residency 2 will look like as a WVU student. If you watched my first video called A Day in the Life of a Student Teacher, I mentioned a little bit about how Residency 1 students at WVU have to implement 3 lessons a week. And so my experience with that this semester was a little bit of a challenge at first because I hadn't made as many lessons before and taught them, because normally in your junior year it's more observations than it is implementing lessons. But I've gained so much experience with that, and my mentor teacher has helped me a lot with not only the differentiation I need to implement with my students, but seeing lessons as fitting into a unit and not just separate lessons that I'm going to be teaching. So for Residency 2 in the spring, I will then be on Harrison County's school calendar instead of WVU's calendar. So what that means is anytime that Harrison County goes on a break or anytime faculty is asked to report, I will also be there as well, alongside my mentor teacher. So some projects that I've created and plan to implement in the spring is a 4th grade hike, which will be across all of the 4th grade here at Big Elm, and it incorporates different literature and science standards. And then the other project, which I currently have called Project Clubs in my notes, which I'll most likely change because it's kind of a dry and boring name, is basically small group clubs with my students based on their interests, and they're going to have to create a product of some sort, tying into different skills that they've learned across the semester. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about some examples I have, just in case some of my students are watching this video right now, because it's supposed to be a surprise. But you'll just have to tune into my next video during Residency 2 in the spring to find out. I wanted to close this video with a couple tips, especially if you're a student teacher watching this and you're not quite sure what to expect. One suggestion that I've found that personally helps me through my student teaching is to keep a notebook or a journal to jot down ideas that you have, not only for teaching in the future, but to also write down observations and just journal your day at school, because there's a lot of things that can be swept under the rug or just forgotten about that are really important that you think about throughout the day. And I found that keeping a journal and documenting these things and dating them, 100% date them, can be very helpful to future teaching and to help and support the learning of your future students.